Dana, good morning. If you're following along on the live stream playlist, the app is called Earbuds Music. You pull that up in your app store. And I'll start streaming that playlist in just about a minute or so. If you're going to follow along on Spotify, just go to my account, Joe Komar, and you'll see the playlist for today's flow. Ari, good morning. And the sun is back here in LA. That feels pretty good. Hi, John. Good morning. And something I wanted to introduce to everybody this morning before we start the practice is, related to this idea of, interpreting this experience through ourselves. Obviously, we have to do that. So you get a lot of, comments about, I feel good, or, this really hasn't changed my life. I'm still able to work and, make money and all of those kinds of things. Or, my life before was similar to a quarantine because, I'm creative and I'm an artist and I would isolate. Well, it's really not about all of that I element. That's your ego on overdrive, not in a bad way. We all have ego, and certainly we need ego. But that's just kind of the ego on overdrive. And what we're really trying to explore, and you can't actually put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You can only have your experience, but to develop the space within you outside of your ego, and so that you can feel and interpret everything, right, and embrace with everyone, and engage people as they're rising up, and we want people to rise up, but also and to get in there and send some love and support for people that are on a downward spiral. And so there's these 4 layers that I always talk about in practice: the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. And so as these layers start to present themselves, or things from these layers start to present themselves in your practice, and you can really encompass in this full body and this full mind and this worldly experience on your mat for 60 minutes. If you just sit in that eye, we want ourselves to be okay, of course. But you may actually find that it's of greater service into you, into how you're feeling, right? When you start to open up those gates or those doors to those 4 layers, and to allow everything and to kind of flow from there. So just a little something I wanted to share. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the playlist on the earbuds. If you're following along on Spotify, hi Ashley, hi Nat, Teddy and Tom. Oh, Teddy flying solo. Good morning. Hi Simone. Christy, good morning. Okay, I see you guys popping up on the Earbuds Music app. Again, if you're on Spotify, go ahead and start your playlist on Spotify, please. Hi Svetlana, hi David. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and start the practice in Shavasana today. So once you get your volume set, you can go ahead and make your way into Shavasana, please. Lying on your back, legs long with your arms by your sides. hopefully you've all made it onto your backs at this point. And feel the release in your body. Let your breath be natural, a little space across the chest. And you might blink your eyes open and closed a couple times and then let your eyes remain closed. You feel a space in the roof of your mouth, and when you release your tongue, let your tongue soften towards the back of your throat. And you feel this grounded place in your body being on your mat. And you start to wake up your body a little bit. Let's wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then make that a little bit bigger. Start to roll out your wrists and roll out your ankles. And even bigger, take your arms over your head, stretch your legs long. And your eyes can still be closed. Reach out, stretch. And take a deeper breath, you guys. Bring your knees into your chest. Reach around your shins. Give yourself a big squeeze. And once you got your knees into your chest, you're welcome to rock a little bit from side to side. And then go ahead and roll all the way through your right side. Make your way into a child's pose. I'll join you there. Your knees can be in, knees can be out, whichever feels best for your hips and for your low back. So adjust as you need to. And let your forehead settle towards the mat. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. You could always be in half child's pose on your forearms. You prioritize the weight of the hips coming down towards the heels. Feel the knees and your ankles. You might feel good to rock back into it a little bit, side to side, and then settle. You stay in your child's pose legs. Walk your hands in so you're sitting on your shins. And let's activate the breath awareness here. So hands onto your thighs, palms face down. And sit up proud to your chest. And seal your lips, and let's deepen the breath and have a great practice, everybody. Inhales and exhales through your nose. And feel yourself wide open, and so your access across those 4 layers, in physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and can flow freely with you and throughout your experience for the next hour. Without assumptions, and wherever your relationship may lie with your body this morning, let's embrace it even more so we're not hard on ourselves and we're not practicing with a critical mind. And we're able to trust in that we're right where we're supposed to be, and whatever we can do, whatever energy we can offer from this breath in ourselves, and can feed one another and expand itself in throughout our world. A deep breath, open your eyes, come forward into a tabletop. And then you're welcome to do a little free flow barrel roll. So on all 4s, you can sway the hips. And you can do some cat-cows. You can go forward, you can go back, you can move your head, you can twerk, whatever you want to do. You move it around all directions. And feel the mobility and slither your spine like a snake. Hi, Valerie. Good morning. Come on, pick it up deep in your breath. Make your movements even bigger. Nobody's watching. Awesome. Nice deep breath, waking up your heart this morning. Come back to all fours, open your eyes. And with your inhale, curl your toes under. Hips back, exhale, lift your knees, and then roll your hips up into a downward facing dog. And set your dog, adjust your hands, and adjust your feet if you need to. A little bend to your knees and your opening down dog is totally fine. And feel your hands, your shoulders are creating space at the base of the neck. And then you can tick the clock. Left ear to your left shoulder, right ear to your right shoulder a couple times. And bring your head back to center, and so you're in a neutral spine. Roll the heels down heavy towards the mat, and 3 breaths with your lips sealed. And tongue remains soft, and then you're deepening the awareness of your breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And I mentioned this earlier on when we started this virtual practice, that if there's moments where you want to break out of a pose, right, obviously stay focused in the direction, but if your moment breaks you out into a dance, into some intuitive movement that feels good for you to express in that moment, and please take advantage of that. Inhale, lift your heels up and bend your knees. Exhale, take 2 steps to the top of your mat. And let your head hang heavy. Soften your chin to your chest, and you can put a little bend to your knees. And feel the breath in a forward fold. And it's really not all that complicated. I know we're doing different poses, but the movements and the basis of movement is pretty simple. And pedal out your forward fold, bend your right knee, lift the heel. And then switch, put your right heel down, bend your left knee, lift your heel. And do that a couple more times on your own. And if you're holding a lot of stress in your spine, it may not feel that easy to breathe in a forward fold. So put that bend to your knees. And then both heels down, little bend to your knees. Plant your hands onto the mat and step back into a high plank. That's releasing the forward fold and creating a neutral line through your spine. And press down into the balls of your feet. Keep your head up and a little twist of your elbows in so your hands don't move. And this is a really strong plank. Let's take 3 breaths in through your nose and out. You should feel the engagement of the muscles in through your upper back. And so you're flattening through the back, drawing into your belly. Take an inhale. And exhale, lift your hips back, down dog. Press your heels heavy. And so we keep lengthening and opening up the dog and the back body to receive the neutrality of the front body. And hands press. Inhale, lift your heels up. And bend your knees. Exhale, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, heels down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. There's a lightness here. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, swan dive and fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into your high plank. So you're more aware. Engage all of your body with your breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down onto your stomach. Inhale, baby cobra. Untuck your toes. Lift your heart. And exhale, lower your heart down. Curl your toes under. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, push up, high plank. And go back into your down dog. 3 breaths. And so with your breath, and you can make anything turn into light. And you can draw anything out of a dark shadow and see it from the positive perspective with your breath. That's the idea. Making it the priority, and then your mind focuses on it. Lift your heels up and bend your knees. Exhale, walk or hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, swan dive and fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Bend the knees, plant, step back into your high plank. And you feel it all connect. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows to your ribs. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, lift your bum, press back, downward facing dog. If your hand position is too wide, you're going to put extra stress on your shoulders. And so everybody thinks their shoulders and their hips are wider than they actually are. And you feel that come in, bring your big toes together, lift your heels up, bend your knees, exhale, walk or light hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward, head up. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows to ribs. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, let's go. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. And if you base it on the breath, it's going to keep the practice really clean. And stay focused, 1 breath at a time. Left foot down, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, back and up. Knee to your nose, arms straight. And stay here and breathe. Your left leg is strong. The upper back is wide. And then step your right foot all the way through. And step your left foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your legs, sweep the arms up in chair pose. And keep your bum low, and then just sweep your arms by your sides. Legs are still in chair. And feel that drop your shoulders down. And steady your gaze to the ground, weight into your heels. And feel your feet, inhale, arms up, straight legs, and rise. Exhale, belly in, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, plant, step back into a high plank. Inhale, shift forward, grab the mat. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows to ribs. Tops of the feet, inhale, press, up dog. Exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And work it out. There is a profound appreciation for every sensation. Right heel stays. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, back and up. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Stay here, arms straight, keep breathing. Elbows twisting in, right leg strong to the inner thigh. You're in your core. Step your left foot through and step your right foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your legs, sit chair pose, reach your arms up. And keep your chair legs, sweep your arms by your sides, feel your shoulders drop. And challenge here is to keep your tailbone down and versus letting it kick out. So soften your chin and tailbone pointing to your heels, keep your belly in. Feel your feet, inhale, arms up, straight legs, and rise. Exhale, dive, belly into the forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant, step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward, grab the mat. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, lift your hips. And downward facing dog, spread your fingertips. Good, adding on, left foot down, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, bring it over to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, step all the way through. Lower your back knee, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist. Right arm swings back, left arm forward. And keep your hips forward. And back toes are tucked. And reach strong through your right arm. Slide your ears back. Great. Feel your left fingers reach forward and bring that left hand down onto the ground. Lift your left knee and your right arm is up. Shoulders are stacked. And 3 breaths in your twisted lunge. And feel your belly draw as you exhale. Gaze and right hand down. And bring all the weight into your hands, into your right foot. And lift your back leg off the ground. And shoulders away from your ears. Press the right heel into the mat. Don't even worry about that back leg right now. And firm your right heel into the mat. On your exhale, belly in, bend your right leg, step back into your lunge. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, little warrior 2, nothing too deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior, open your side body. Windmill your hands to the mat, pivot your back heel high, step back into a plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And keep rolling. Mind on breath, right heel down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Bring it over to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, step, left foot all the way through. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. And keep moving your hips forward as you strengthen your left arm and slide your ears back so your chest stays proud. Awesome. Reach through your right hand forward and bring your right palm down. Look down, lift your right knee, and your left arm is up. Feel the stack in your shoulders. And breathe through your hips. Take an inhale and belly in, gaze and left hand down. And transfer the weight into your hands, front foot, drag to lift your right leg up, any amount. And shoulders away from your ears, soften your chin, and press that left heel into the ground. And feel the sensation as you exhale, belly in, bend your legs, step back into your lunge. Feel your feet, inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, back heel down, nothing too deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Windmill your hands, back heel high, and step back into your plank. Sets you up. Take an inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips back, down dog. Pedal it out. And feel your body as it starts to open that physical layer. And bend one knee, bend the other knee. And you might want to turn it up. If you're feeling the Kenny Rogers this morning, practicing to your music. Okay, we're going to do 3 more sun salutations A. Okay, with the freedom to float or to fly. I'll start you off. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, and 3 breaths in between. In round 2, everybody, big toes together. Inhale, lift your heels. Walk, hop, float to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive in, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And plant step, float back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, 3 breaths, and we got 1 more round. Deepen your breath, lift, seal. Enjoy the beauty of your expression, everybody. Last time, big toes together. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, walk or float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay with me, right foot in between your hands, big step. And straighten your front leg, lift the front toes. And press your heel into the mat. And turning on your core from your left inner thigh, slow down your exhale. And feel your hamstring and then place your front toes back down. Nice. Sweep your arms by your sides like you're in a power lunge. And keep your front leg as straight as you can. If that's too much, you would just bend your front leg like a normal power lunge. Otherwise, and keep the leg straight, work the back flat. Either way, inhale, sweep the arms up slowly. Everybody straighten your front leg, tailbone down, and feel the lift out of your low belly. And use your arms, strengthen your back to balance. Take an inhale. And exhale, pivot your back heel down and turn your front knee out, lunge into your warrior 2. Keep your back arm strong. Inhale like you're going to reach forward, flip the palm, and then reverse your warrior 2, crawl your left hand down your back leg. And feel your right wrist extend as your shoulder continues to root down. And draw your belly, windmill your hands slowly back to the mat. Pivot your back heel high, kick your right leg back, 3-legged dog. Open your right hip, curl your heel into your bum. And then keep your chest square, pushing back towards your left knee. Nice. Bring your hips back to square. Straighten your right leg. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot all the way through. Step your left foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend your legs. Sit down like chair. Take an inhale, proud chest. Exhale, left elbow outside your right thigh. And draw the strength from your back, and your option is to open your wings. And feel the low belly compress, and the back stay broad. Keep your head up. And feel it build, you guys. Right hand to your left. Look down, inhale, rise, reach everything up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot in between your hands. And straighten your front leg, hands on the ground. And then lift your front toes up. And feel your left heel press down into the ground, sensation in your hamstring. When that challenge comes on physically and it starts to pull the breath away, and that's when you take your mind, your mindfulness back into your breath as the focus. Put your left toes down and keep your legs straight and float your arms by your sides. Best you can. If this is too much with a straight leg in the front, and you can just bend it like a normal power lunge. Normal, it's such an interesting word. Work your inner thighs. Back flat, shoulders away from your ears. Good. Either way, use your belly. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up slowly. And tailbone down, lift out of your navel. And feel the strength in your back and the length in your side bodies. Breathe in. Exhale, back heel down. Bend your front leg, come into your warrior two. And put the weight into the heels and the balls of your feet versus gripping the mat with your toes. And then slide your left arm forward, turn the palm up, and reverse your warrior two, reach up and back. And right fingertips crawling down your back leg. And feel your wrist lift out of the root in your left shoulder. Breathe nice and easy. Windmill your hands down to the mat. Pivot your back heel high. Kick your left leg back. Three-legged dog. Should feel open your left hip. Curl your heel in. And shoulders stay square. If you're losing the elbows out, twist your elbows in. And then draw your ribs into your body. Use more core. Awesome. Square your hips, straighten your left leg out, and big step, left foot all the way through, and step your right foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, bend your legs, sit back like chair. And feel your legs strong, take an inhale. Exhale, twist, right elbow outside your left thigh. And weight into your heels. Your option is to spread your wings. Left arm up and right arm down. Let it build. Feel your feet. And keep your mind on your breath. Left hand to your right. Inhale, rise. Reach all the way up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a few breaths, slow down your exhale. And bring your big toes together, making our way to the top of the mat. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet, mat width apart. Toes out, heels in. Sit down, squat. Let your butt get as heavy as you can. Look down to the ground. And feel good to sway your hips. And a couple times side to side. And then find your center, elbows to your inner thighs, hands to your heart. And keep your chest proud, shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale. And then stay here. Let your hips get heavier on your exhale. Nice. Soften your chin. Bring your hands back to the mat. And then lift your bum slowly. Come back through straight legs. And heel toe your feet together. And big toes touch. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen your heart center. Everybody plant your hands, just step back into your high plank. And keep both hands down and roll to the outer edge of your left foot. So you want the outer edge of your left foot down the center line of your mat. And keep your right hand down, draw your gaze forward, and then lift your top leg as high as you can. And stay long in your breath, bring your right leg down. And then roll back onto your toes. Okay, outer edge of your right foot. Left foot on top, both hands down. Keep the head up, gaze forward. And then lift your top leg as high as you can. Breathe. Bring your left leg back to your right. And come back onto your toes. Feel that space in your outer hips. Separate your feet hip width apart. And pedal it out. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And spread your fingers. Grab the mat with your fingertips. Let's go. Right knee, left elbow. And step back, left knee, right elbow. And step back, switch. And step back, switch. You can pick up the pace. And you can start to jog it. Use your obliques. You can keep your shoulders over your wrists. And then your option, if you want to, okay, when you hit that point, run it out, 30 seconds. Nice. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, hips up, down dog. Feel your shoulders. And keep your elbows in. Lift your right leg up. Big kick. Big step. Right foot all the way through. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Power lunge. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up, stretch. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant step, jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms by your sides, power lunge. Inhale, just the arms, reach forward. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, look up, stretch. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And stay with me, seal your lips. And left foot down, step your right foot through, and pivot your back heel flat. And so your legs are in warrior two. Right hand is outside your right foot. You can even use a block. Okay, or your water bottle now. And just start to swing your left arm. Okay, like you're winding it up. And let your left arm swing. And feel your back heel, toes turned in slightly. And then reach your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Press your hips towards the wall you're facing. And then reach your left arm over for extended side angle. And keep rolling your butt under and pressing your hips towards the wall you're facing. And so you're not jamming and compressing into your right hip crease. And root down into your back heel. Use your belly and rise as slowly as you can into your warrior two. Nice. Straighten your front leg. And then your block or your prop is there. Hips back, reach forward. And then take your right hand down. It can be on your shin. It can be outside your foot. And your left arm reaches straight up. And feel the play in that outer left hip. And keep your legs straight, belly in, rise all the way up, arms like warrior two, turn your right toes in. Okay, turn your left toes out, and then reach your arms over your head, pivot your right heel high, and you're in a power lunge facing the back of your mat. Feel the strength in your right leg, and bring your hands down onto the ground. Transfer the weight into your left foot, and then lift your right leg up, come into the standing splits. Press that left heel down, and you can float your arms by your sides. Reach your hands behind your left calf, and turn your elbows in. Now lift your right leg up as high as you can. Nice. Bring your hands back down to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bring your right foot next to your left. Soft bend to your knees. Breathe in. And flutter your lips. Let it all go. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms. Come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. All the way into your right foot. Open your left knee. And place your foot to your inner calf or to your inner thigh for tree pose. Hands back to your heart. And gaze in front. Enjoy the Mandala Flow. It just means going in a circle, turning 180 degrees. And feel free to stay here if you'd like to express. Arms up, and the gaze can follow. Follow your breath, gaze and hands back to your heart. Inhale, left knee in front. Exhale, step your left foot down. Inhale, circle, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And just plant, step back into your high plank. So be mindful of that prop, right? You might want to reach back for it and then bring it forward towards your hands. Lift your bum, come into a downward facing dog. And breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. And feel the space opening up in your heart. Right foot stays. Step your left foot all the way through. And pivot your back heel flat. Feel your warrior two, lunge legs. And then hand is outside your left foot or on that block. And tailbone down and reach your right arm straight up. Okay, swing your right arm a couple times in front of your chest. And work it out through the shoulders, softening the base of the neck. Nice, and then take your right arm back up. Inhale, reach, and stack your shoulders. And so you're pressing your hips towards the wall you're facing. Back heel grounds and your front knee spreads. And take your right hand, reach it over, and side angle. Use the base and the foundation of your mat and the ground beneath you, and opening up more space in your chest. And back heel, feel your belly and slowly rise up into your warrior two. Nice, straighten your front leg, should feel good, hips back. And then reach forward with straight legs and bring your left hand back to your block or onto your shin, and your right arm goes straight up. And keep rolling the top half of your bum down underneath your hips. And keep your arms nice and wide. Feel your feet as you inhale, rise up. And pivot your left toes in. Pivot your right toes forward. Reach your arms up. Back heel lifts over your toes. And you're in a power lunge. And bend your right leg. You should feel really strong right here. Nice. Soften your gaze. Bring your hands down to the mat. Transfer the weight. Use your belly. Exhale. Drag and lift your back leg up. And glue to your right heel so it's not lifting. Feel the tightness. Arms by your sides. Hands behind your right calf. And turn your elbows in. Nice. Hands back to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, left toes to your right toes. Soft bend to your knees. Inhale to lift halfway. Flutter your lips as you exhale. Good. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms. Reach all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Put all the weight into your left heel. Open your right knee and bring your foot to your inner thigh. Here, your inner calf, and just not putting any lateral weight into your knee, hands back to your heart. And stand tall. Inhale, arms can go up. Okay, in balance with breath, your gaze can follow. Follow your breath, gaze and hands to your heart. Inhale your right knee forward. Exhale, step down. Feel it, arms by your sides. And breath into your chest. And you should feel loose and open. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, simply step back. That block might be back there, okay? And so reach back for it if it's there. And slide it back to the front, meet in downward facing dog. Now you guys ready? Listen to your body. Use your knees if you need to. Okay, and we're going to hold and breathe in plank pose and for the duration of this song. If you don't have the track, okay, it's called You Can't Always Get What You Want. Come forward to a high plank. Bring your big toes together, inner thighs. And then really pay attention and that with your breath you can avoid gripping and maintain the space of your practice and feel the flow of the breath into your body and firm to your hands. A lot of this strength is in your legs. One breath at a time, it's all we can do. And so we'll see what the mind does as we stay for the length of this song. You got this. Again, if you need to, you can always check your knees to the mat and just try not to come out of it completely. And then you can join back in. And keep your head up. And ribs in so you're supporting your low back. And you'd rather have your hips a little bit higher versus a little bit lower. And simultaneously you're breaking it down and so that you can build it up or expand more space. You could do it. Stay with me. You do it in lightness. Remember, you can turn anything out of the shadow with the positive perspective. Do it in the lightness. And keep your head up. Come on, come on, come on. Stay with it. You just might find you get what you need. Still breathing. If you had to check your knees, bring your knees back up. Join everybody back in. Stay all the way through. Come on, stay with it. And firm that away. Breathe. All right, everybody, down dog, hips up. Woo. Bring your knees down. Child's pose, please. People that aren't doing this live, they have a surprise in store. Don't tell them. Rest your forehead. Be still here, please. Take your time, walk your hands into your knees, roll up through your spine, please. Bring your knees together, sit onto your shins. And let your arms hang by your sides, humble your chin into your chest. And see if that brings a smile to your face this morning, everybody. Hands behind your back, right hand onto your left wrist. And then gently let your chest spread and your gaze come back into front. And close your eyes, feel a few breaths. And bow your chin, let's switch so your left hand goes for your right wrist. You may be feeling something you've never felt before. And then let your gaze come back in front. Ooh. Undeniable is truth. When you meet truth, your mind will have no way to get around it. And that is a beautiful blast. Soften your chin once again and release your wrist and bring your hands back out into your lap. Awesome. Come forward onto your hands and knees, tabletop. And let's keep it out of the arms. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And so your legs come into a lunge. Walk your left knee back. And you can stay on your hands here. If you have a block, you can bring it in. You can turn your front toes out. And you can go forearms onto a block or forearms all the way down onto the mat. And you can also turn this into a full split. And with your breath, of course, and moving nice and slowly. Otherwise, rest your head. Connect to your breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And let your neck and your shoulders release. And see where your head's at right now. Watch as your emotions have flowed with you through your experience. Those are the quickest things to change your emotions. You know, happy, mad, sad, glad, back around, twists and turns. If you're on your forearms, make your way back up onto your palms. And then slide your right foot back so you're on all fours. And keep your left knee where it is. Kick your right leg straight back. And spread your left palm into the mat. Open your right hip like half moon. And then curl the heel in. Reach back with your right hand and grab the top of your ankle or your shin. Firm down into your left shin. And then press your hips open towards the wall you're facing. And should feel good. And to counter that plank, and you can let your gaze roll up. Yeah, soften your gaze down. You release your ankle and bring your right hand back to the ground. And pivot back into all fours. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Slide your right knee back. You can stay on your palms, turn your front toes out, or make your way down, forearms onto a block or all the way to the mat. If you're stuck in between and your forearm or your left forearm won't touch the mat, just stay up onto your palms. If you're on your forearms, you want to make sure both forearms can ground evenly, and then release your neck and your shoulders. Let your chin soften in. Nice even breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. So good. Take a breath. Make your way back to your hands. No rush, and just feeling yourself here. Slide your left foot back. You make your way to all fours. Keep your right knee where it is. And kick your left leg straight back in space. And spread your right palm into the mat. Open your left hip. Curl your heel into your bum. And then reach back with your left hand for the top of the shin, or the ankle. As you kick, press your hips open to the wall you're facing, and then you can lift your gaze up. And soften your gaze down, and bring your left hand back to the mat. And slowly square, come back to all fours. Excellent. Sit back onto your heels. And as you sit, take your hands, grab for the back of your feet, and thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. These shoulders roll back, open the chest, lift your chin, and let's go rabbit pose. Soft belly, chin to your chest, and curl in, forehead towards your knees. Little to no weight in your neck. Hold on to your heels and start to lift your hips. Keep your feet down. So good. Soften your hips back to your heels. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Close your eyes. And roll up one vertebra at a time. We've never been here before. And so let's really appreciate where the flow has guided us this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you may be practicing from. And keep the eyes closed. And turn your palms to face up in your lap. And be still. Take the most open and deep breath that you possibly can. Let out a sigh. Good space, everybody. Go ahead and drink some water when you're ready. And then let's lie down into our final pose today, Shavasana. Lie down onto your back. Lie down onto your back, let your big toes fall out, arms by your sides, palms facing up. So all of the asana and all of that physical layer, blended with the processing of the emotions, the focus, and what you can do with your mind, all of that guides you into this opportunity of going through the portal, right? Of going inside of yourself and to release everything about yourself, and to let go of consumption, and to let go of your intellect, and to let go of your guidance, and to let go of your evolution, and to just let it all be. So much in the beauty of yoga is when you realize it does not procrastinate and it does not discriminate. And the way that I offer it is the same way. It doesn't matter if you're 18 years old practicing, if you're 75 years old practicing, no matter what your life experiences have been, we all have the equal opportunity and to develop this presence in connecting to our breaths and listening to our bodies. And so it's not all about holding and breathing in that plank the entire time. It's learning through the development of that relationship with your breath. And what it means to listen to your body and to nurture this relationship and with your body and your vessel. And so if anything, I hope you all found a little bit of truth, even if it was for a moment, something that was real, and something you can take with you in the groundedness of your body and throughout the rest of this day. As always, I welcome you to stay in Shavasana and for as long as you'd like to. And be heavy, and I hope to see everybody this evening and for our 7:30 p.m. Pacific time detox practice. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you have anything you'd like to share, please reach out. And have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.